So I hope so everyone has written GATE examination well, and you are going to go through the solutions here. So let me solve some problems from hydrology part. So first what we shall do is we shall take questions from hydrology morning session. So first question. So this is a 2-mark question which was asked in this year. So it is a very easy question, and this question is from well hydraulics. So as I start reading the question, I will be writing the data, and then let us go for the solution part. Okay, am I fine? Fine. So what is given here? A tube well of 20 centimeter diameter fully penetrates a horizontal, homogeneous and isotropic confined aquifer of infinite horizontal extent. So a lot of data is given, please here. A tube well of 20 centimeter So diameter is 20 centimeter means automatically radius will be 10 centimeter. And one more important information, this tube well is fully penetrating in a confined aquifer. So let me write the given data. So first thing, so it is a confined aquifer problem. So it is a confined aquifer problem. So diameter is given as 20 centimeter. So radius will be 10 centimeter. So diameter, let me call it as dw, which is 20 centimeter given. So radius rw will be equal to 10 centimeter, that is nothing but 0.1 meter. Fine. Let me continue the question. The aquifer is 30 meter thick, 30 meter uniform thickness. So thickness of the aquifer is given, that is 30 meters. So this is nothing but B. So thickness of the aquifer, capital B, is equal to 30 meters. Continue the question. A steady pumping at the rate of 40 liters per second from the well for a long time results in a steady drawdown of 4 meter at the well face. So two data are given here. You can see here something 40 liters. This 40 liters is nothing but the steady state discharge, that is capital Q. So capital Q is given as 40 liters per second. Then there is one more thing given, that is 4 meters. What is this 4 meter here? Drawdown in the well. So I will call it as SW. I will give a notation SW. So SW drawdown in the well is 4 meter. Continue. The subsurface flow to the well due to pumping is steady, horizontal and Darcian, and the radius of influence of the well is 245 meter. So radius of influence, capital R value, is given as 245 meters. So capital R value is given as 245 meter. Over. So this is the given data. Now what we are supposed to find out? The hydraulic conductivity of the aquifer in a meter per day round off to nearest integer is dash. So here we are supposed to find out the hydraulic conductivity, that is nothing but coefficient of permeability K value in terms of meter per day. So units very important. So we are supposed to find out in terms of meter per day. So this is the complete set of given data. So we are supposed to find K is equal to what in terms of meter per day. So this is a complete given data from the question, and this is what we are supposed to find. So the question is very simple. So to find out K, we require coefficient of transmissibility capital T. So to find out T, we are having a lot of data we can find with the help of the given data. But remember one thing, many students make mistake in conversion. So here K is asked in terms of meter per day. So first what we shall do is that discharge, steady state discharge, whatever is there, capital Q, let us convert that steady state discharge in terms of meter cube per day. So Q is given as 40 liters per second. So Q is equal to 40 liters to meter cube 10 to the power minus 3 whole divided by second today 1 divided by 24 into 3600. So solve this, you will get 3456 meter cube per day. This is the converted value of Q in terms of meter cube per day. Now we know Q value. So other remaining data we are having. So let us find out. So now let us find out capital T. So take the appropriate equation. As he has mentioned, this is confined aquifer. Our formula will be 2 pi T into SW divided by ln of capital R divided by RW. Q value 3456. This is equal to 2 into pi into T. So T value, we know T is equal to K into B, that we shall see it later. T, let me keep it as it is, into SW value is 4 whole divided by ln of capital R, radius of influence is given as 245 meters, 245 divided by RW value is 10 centimeter, that is nothing but 0.1 meter. Now solve this thing, you will get T value. So calculate. So after calculating, you will get a T value of T is equal to 1073.11 meter cube per day value you are going to get. So 1073.11. So this is your T value, coefficient of transmissibility. Now you can calculate K very easily. So we know that T is equal to K into B. So T value, just now we have calculated 1073.11. K value we are supposed to find out, into B value is 30 meters. Now calculate, you will get a K value as approximately 35.77 meter per day. So this is your required answer. So if you want to round it off to the nearest integer, then it will be K is equal to 36 meter per day. I hope so this solution is clear to you. Now let us solve some GATE 2021 GATE questions from hydrology subject, that too from afternoon session. So there were two questions. The first question was a very simple question from hydrographs. So let us see the question here. So what is given in this question? A 12-hour unit hydrograph of 1 centimeter excess rainfall, that is nothing but a unit hydrograph means R value will be equal to 1 centimeter of a catchment is of a triangular shape with a base width of 144 hours and a peak discharge of 23 meter cube per second. So there is a 12-hour unit hydrograph for a catchment area which is in the form of a triangle. So let me draw that one first. So let me consider this as a 12-hour unit hydrograph which is in the form of a triangle. So y-axis is a discharge in terms of meter cube per second, x-axis is time in terms of hours. So he is saying that the 12-hour unit hydrograph is in the form of a triangle with a base width of base width is given as 144 hours. I hope it's correct. So base width is 144 hours and the peak discharge is 23 meter cube per second. So let me show that in the diagram. So base width is 144 hours. Peak discharge, let me show the peak discharge also. So peak discharge is 23 meter cube per second. So this is the given data from the question. The area of the catchment in kilometer square rounded off to the nearest integer is. So here in this question we are supposed to find out the catchment area in terms of kilometer square. A very simple question. So here we are supposed to find out catchment area is equal to what in terms of kilometer square. So basically we know one basic rule. What is that? Area of unit hydrograph is equal to catchment area into 0.01. So area of unit hydrograph. So given unit hydrograph is in the form of a triangle. So use half into base into height. Half into base width is known. Base width is 144 hours. Height, that is the discharge value, is 23 meter cube per second. So conversion, many people forget conversion here. So base is 144 hours into conversion in terms of from hours to seconds, 3600, 60 into 60 into height is 23. This is equal to catchment area into 0.01. It is a very simple question. Now you can calculate it very easily. So you will get catchment area is equal to 596.16 into 10 to the power 6 meter square. So that is nothing but catchment area is equal to 596.16 kilometer square. So if you round off to the nearest integer, it will be 596 kilometer square. This is the required answer. You can see it is a very simple question. So there was one more question, a 2-mark question from infiltration. So this is that question here. So let us see the question. The hydrograph in the figure corresponds to a rainfall event of 3 centimeter. So rainfall event of 3 centimeter means this is nothing but P value 3 centimeter. Next, so this is the hydrograph given. Okay, intensities are marked everywhere. Fine. So each intensity is with respect to half an hour time interval. So it means that after every half an hour, intensity of rainfall is changing. That is, this is a problem related to non-uniform rainfall. If you see the graph properly, the total time of rainfall is 3.5 hours. Okay. If the rainfall event has produced a direct runoff of 1.6 centimeter, so this is nothing but your runoff value 1.6 centimeter. The phi index of the event in mm per hour round off to 1 decimal place. So what you are supposed to find out is phi index you are supposed to find out for this problem. So as this is a problem related to non-uniform rainfall, we are supposed to go for trial and error method. So for that, first let us prepare the table. Okay. Time in terms of hours, let me write. So it is half an hour time interval. You can see from the graph 0 to 0.5, 0.5 to 1, 1 to 1.5, 1.5 to 2, like that. Same timing I am going to write 0 to 0.5, 0.5 to 1, 1 to 1.5, 1.5 to 2, 2 to 2.5, 2.5 to 3, 3 to 3.5. So intensity values are given. Intensity values are given in terms of mm per hour. Please be careful with the units. So intensities, what are the intensities given here? 12, 4.5, 15, 14, 12, 4.5, 15, 14, 12, 4.5, 15 and 14, 12, 4.5, 15 and 14, correct? Then remaining values 4, 7.5 it is 4, 7.5, 3, 4, 7.5, 3. Okay. Now, so this is the given data here. Now let me solve the problem by trial and error method. Before that, first thing you should find out the rainfall values. So basically P is equal to I into T. So time T is there here. So I into T, you will get the rainfall depths. So 12 into 0.5, you will get 6. 4.5 into 0.5 again. This is 0.5 to 1 means half an hour interval only. 4.5 into 0.5, that is 2.25. So 15 into 0.5, 7.5, 7, 2. So 7.5 into 0.5, 3.75, 3 into 0.5, so we'll get 1.5. So these are the rainfall values. Now let us start with the trials here. Trial 1. So in trial 1 you have to assume the TE value. Assume TE is equal to, first assumption should be always the total time. So TE is equal to 3.5 hours. So I have taken the total time 3.5 hours. So PE will be with respect to the total time. So all P values I am supposed to add. So total P value is directly given for us, that is 30 mm, 3 centimeter, that is nothing but 3 centimeter is nothing but 30 mm, or you can add all these values. So PE is directly given 3 centimeter, that is nothing but 30 mm. R value is given 1.6 centimeter, so that is nothing but 16 mm. Now use your phi index formula. Phi index is equal to PE minus R divided by TE. PE value is 30 minus 16 divided by TE is 3.5. Solve this, you will get answer 4 mm per hour. Now, after obtaining the phi index value, you have to check whether your assumed TE is correct or not. So to check that one, you have to compare with intensities. So we know one rule: if intensity of rainfall is greater than phi index, then in that case runoff is observed. If intensity of rainfall is equal to phi index, there will be no runoff. If intensity of rainfall is less than phi index, then also there will be no runoff. So these things you should know it. Now let me compare the phi index with intensities. As this is with respect to the first trial, I will call it as phi 1. Compare intensities and phi index. Now let us compare. So what is the phi index here? 4 mm per hour. So phi index is 4 mm per hour. So let us check here now. Now you can see you have to compare with intensities. So 12 is greater than 4, fine, there will be runoff. 4.5 is also greater than 4, there will be runoff. 15 greater than 4, so there will be runoff. This thing you should remember, intensity greater than 5, then there will be runoff. Intensity equal to 5, then there will be no runoff. Intensity less than 5, then there will be no runoff. Now check here, 14. 14 is greater than 4, so there will be runoff here. 4. Intensity is 4, phi index is 4. So here you don't observe runoff. Intensity is 7.5, phi index is 4, there will be runoff. So intensity is 3, phi index is 4, so intensity less than phi index, there will be no runoff. Now you can see here, in this half an hour and in this half an hour, you are not able to observe runoff. So what is the actual TE, that is obtained TE, the time during which you are able to see the runoff? So total time is 3.5 hours. In that you have to remove half an hour and half an hour. So total 1 hour you are supposed to remove. So obtained TE is equal to 2.5 hours. So you can see from the previous comparisons, so obtained TE is only 2.5 hours. Why? Because already we have concluded that 2 to 2.5 and 3 to 3.5 we don't observe runoff. So remove them. So now the present time during which you are able to see runoff is 2.5 hours. Now, so your obtained TE is 2.5 hours, your assumed TE is 3.5 hours. Both are not same. So this is not the correct answer. This is the wrong answer. This is not the correct answer. We are supposed to go for one more trial. So this is wrong answer. So let us go for the next trial. So trial 2. So in trial 2, what I will do directly, so again I will have to assume TE. I will assume TE is equal to, so whatever your previous obtained TE is there, that directly I will assume it as next TE, 2.5 hours. So PE will be equal to total 30 minus, so you have removed 2 intensities, right? So from the table you can see you have removed 4 and 3 intensities. So you should remove this 2 and 1.5, or you can add 6 plus 2.25 plus 7.5 plus 7 plus 3.75, or directly from total 30 you can remove this 2 and 1.5. So this value will be 26.5. Now again use your phi index formula. Phi index is equal to PE minus R divided by TE. PE is 26.5 minus 16 divided by TE is 2.5. You will get answer 4.2 mm per hour. Now again you have to check. So to check, again compare intensities and phi index. This is the second trial. I will call it as phi 2. You have to compare the intensities with phi 2. Okay, let me come to the same table here. So now your phi index from second trial, it is 4.2 mm per hour. So now compare. So 12 intensity greater than this 4.2. 4.5 is greater than 4.2, so you will observe runoff. 15 greater than 4.2, so you will observe runoff here. 14 greater than 4.2, so there will be runoff. This one already discarded, na? Don't consider this thing now. 7.5 greater than 4.2, so there will be runoff. So this one already discarded, don't include that one. Now what is your TE here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 half an hours, that is nothing but 2.5 hours. So finally, obtained TE is equal to 2.5 hours. So my assumed TE is 2.5 hours, obtained TE is 2.5 hours. So my correct answer is 4.2 mm per hour. So for this question, the exact answer is 4.2 mm per hour. So answer is phi index is equal to 4.2 mm per hour. So it was a very simple question. So you can copy the solution.